welcome to my channel. My name is Lizzie, and for today's video we are talking about BLISS. BLISS is a 2019 horror film that follows the story of Des, a LA painter who finds herself in a hallucinatory hellscape of drugs, sex, and murder. So initially when this film came out, I heard quite a bit about it. I feel like this film was pretty well hyped and it seemed like a lot of people really liked this film. I just, for whatever reason, kind of put it off watching it until now, but it continued to pop up on the list of queer horror films when searching for films to review this month, so decided to give it a go. I wouldn't say that I necessarily went into this film with high expectations, but I did go in expecting at least to like it, and I was unfortunately quite disappointed in this film. And that seems to be happening this month. It's like I have one film that I like, one film that I don't. And unfortunately for this week, it is this film. I just could not get into it. For a film that is very drug-fueled, it has quite a bit of a slow pace as far as like the horror stuff, which is okay. Personally, for me, I'm just not a big fan of slow-paced films, never really have been. I like them a little bit faster, and I guess I just went into the film expecting more in our gore and horror aspects, and by the time it actually got to any of that and anything good, I was already just lost and unable to find any of it enjoyable. It had already lost me, and there was just kind of no coming back from it. This film does in some places remind me a little bit of The Devil's Candy, which I think because of how much I kind of enjoyed that film, I was also expecting to enjoy this one. Both focus on artists trying to break through a block, and in The Devil's Candy she's fueled by metal music. In this one she's fueled by this drug called BLISS. And that's really what most of this film is it's just like this drug-fueled kind of party film. If it wasn't for the aspects of horror that they kind of attempt to put in this film, it's very much reminiscent of like a teen drama show. It's just following this one quite unlikable character, and granted, for me, I've always been somebody that feels like you don't necessarily have to have a perfect protagonist for a film. Like, you can have, obviously, like, she's human, and humans are flawed, and it's unrealistic to expect a character to be perfect, but I feel like they've gotta at least be somewhat likable, and she is not at all in this film. Even just right from the beginning, she has this like entitledness to her, where she kind of, and I feel like artists are portrayed this way a lot in film, where they're just like, me and my art are just too good for everybody else. And I get that it's like a defense mechanism, but just nothing about her is likable, and you can blame you could kind of blame like the drug use and the pressure to be this successful artist, but she's kind of doing all that to herself, and it's not like a slow descent into becoming like this shitty character. She's just kind of sucks right from the beginning, and so I couldn't find anything about her to like and anything about this to enjoy. And as far as it being like a queer horror film, yes, there is quite a bit of sex in the film, and she does have sex with both men and women in the film, but that again is seemingly fueled by the drugs, and there's even one point in the film where They get a little transphobic, some of the characters, and yeah, it's just that aspect also wasn't there for me. I don't really see including this film on these type of lists. Just doesn't seem, I don't know if natural is the right word, but it's kind of the only thing I can really think of. Yeah, I just was not a fan of this film, unfortunately. Just really kind of let me down, and I just found it boring. Boring as hell. So if you have seen Bliss, let me know what your thoughts are on it in the comments below. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a big old thumbs up and make sure that you hit that subscribe button for more horror related content. Before I go, a quick shout out to my Patreons. Thank you so much for helping to contribute to the channel. If you know the perks of being a Patreon, links are in the description below along with all of my social media. And I will see you all again later with another video. Bye!